This is Russ. Yeah, I'm back out on the road again. Amazing. Yeah, I don't think I've been on the roads for maybe a good month and a half. Maybe longer. So what am I doing outside? Well, the weather's better. This might be the last opportunity to go out. Yeah, like 55, 56 degrees, something like that. So what am I riding? I am riding the Magicycle Deere 20. Yeah, the yellow bike. Now we're not going to go out too long today. It's still chilly enough that you got to bundle up. I've got 2 sweatshirts on. I got my full finger gloves on. But we've got some wind going on too. So because of that, I can't stay out way too long because the wind chill is really what gets you. It's not really just the temperature itself. So I decided I got to take a bike that has a little bit of heft to it. The Deere 20 has a little bit of heft. I don't know how heavy it is. What is it, 89 pounds, 86 pounds? I don't know, something like that. It's got some heft and it's got some power. But in addition to that, it was easy to grab. So that's why I took it. So I had brought these batteries down, as you know, so I don't have too much battery power to stay on this for too long either. What's it sitting at? 65% right now. So most of my batteries were set up for about a 70% level. And I didn't charge it to go. I just made the quick decision that maybe I should go out today while I can. I've been having the itch to ride a bike and haven't had the chance to do it because of the coughing and the weather. So most of our weather has been in the 30s, and so this is the first time we've hit over the 50-degree weather that I can actually go out. Now it's been over 50 a couple times, but with the coughing going on and everything, it just wasn't smart to go out, so I didn't do it. Still coughing, and I just noticed here that I forgot to bring my water bottle. So if we start coughing, it could be bad news. All right, we're gonna take a left over here. I am not wearing my safety vest this time because of all the stuff that I have on. It's a little too big, and so the safety vest doesn't fit very well over the top of two sweatshirts. So figured, well, it's got a yellow bike. I've got blinking lights going on my helmet and everything. So yeah, it's probably a good idea to turn on the front headlight too. So let me do that. Front headlight turns on, so does the rear tail light. I'm just using the existing light that's on the bike. I didn't outfit this bike up with everything I usually do. This is a spur of the moment decision. I should go out and take a ride while I can. I know you guys have been saying to me too, you kind of missed the rides. I mean, you see the rides as I'm doing the green screen stuff where you see my face and everything, but those are old rides, as you know. You've probably seen them before. I mean, most of my rides look pretty much the same anyway. We go to the same areas. And as I'm watching other YouTubers too, they kind of go in the same areas too. I mean, really, unless they're going to go to any place special where they're taking their bike on a bike rack and gone somewhere to go, they're gonna ride around their own areas, right? So yeah, that's what we're doing today. But like I said, we're not gonna go too far. I'm gonna bring this thing down in power, but when I charge it back up, I'll just bring it up to a 70% level. Yeah, the 70% level is interesting because I know that this bike had a 70% level. When I turned the bike on, it showed 100%. But as you ride for the first, I don't know, quarter mile or so, all of a sudden it drops all the way back down to the 70, 67% levels. So that's truly where it was. But I don't know why these meters kind of show you a higher percentage than it really actually is. And then some bikes too, like the U-Free for instance, the meter doesn't show you exactly what you might think it would do. Like for instance, if you charged it up to 100%, all right, for you guys who bought my U-Free bikes, there's an explanation for you guys. Even if you charge it to 100%, you start riding that thing, it's going to start all of a sudden, you're going to go, well, how come it's down to 30%? That's because you're under load. Under load means you're actually riding your bike, and so that push of the motor and everything drops that power down. But in reality, you've got a certain amount of battery in reserve, so it throws you off. I mean, the first time I ever rode my U3 bikes, I had 2 of them, as you know. I said, "What's wrong with the batteries here?" There's nothing wrong with the batteries. It's just that that's how that meter reads it. It reads it under load. So as you're riding, let's say you're throttling or something, you'll see it go from 100% and it'll just start dropping. It'll drop all the way down to like 60% or something. And then you're going, "Oh man, did I lose 40% of my power?" No, you didn't. So here's what I'm going to suggest to you guys who bought the U3 bikes from me. Okay, you got to know how much distance you really get under load, and you're gonna do some testing. Okay, I mean, if the bike will do 20 miles for you, or maybe 25 miles for you, or whatever it does, because everyone's different weight changes how much you can get out of it. Your terrain changes it. You know, if you're going up and down hills and everything, that changes it. So you gotta on your first few times riding those bikes, you gotta figure out, and this is for everybody too, you gotta figure out how much mileage do I really get under the normal conditions, you know. So I mean, don't go to really far places on the first couple times you ride your new bikes, because you don't know what your battery can and can't do. You don't want to get stuck somewhere and then you have to pedal it all the way back home. Nobody wants to do that. These bikes are heavy enough. You don't need to add to all that stuff, right? So yeah, figure it out. Now, for the person who bought my Magicycle commuter bike, that's a weird one too. Because that'll show 100%. You'll go maybe 10, 12 miles. You go, "Wow, I'm still got 100%. No, you don't. That meter doesn't show it to you. It'll show 100% until it's like 3/4 of the way down. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But my whole point is that it doesn't show you what it really is. That's what I'm saying. Now, I don't think I ever did the mileage tests, the distance tests for U3, but I know for the commuter bike, and you know how heavy I am. I'm 260 plus, right? I think the last time I measured myself, I was like 264, something like that. Gained a couple of pounds under hanging around home, not going out. But I was getting, I think it was like 21 or 22 miles while pedaling at pedal assist level 1s and 2s on that commuter bike. Now it doesn't have a huge battery, as you know. It's only got like 9 point something volts, 9 point something amp hours, I think. It's not a huge battery, but it doesn't need to, because it doesn't have a huge motor on it. But as you know, because I know he's already ridden the commuter bike, I think it's got some pep. Because it's a very lightweight bike, right? So base it on my heavy weight. If I'm able to get 21, 22 miles or so out of that commuter bike, you're probably going to get a little bit more if you keep it in the 1 or 2 pedal assist level modes. And that's if you charge it fully before you take it out. Now, my instructions to him when he purchased that bike, I said, you know, this is one of those bikes that has a self-discharge over time. So if you plan to take the bike out the next day, charge it up overnight. Okay, I mean, don't leave it on overnight. I'm just saying, charge it up the day before. When that thing shows green on the battery charger, take it off. Remember, it's still got to maintain that safety thing, right? You don't want to blow up anything. When your battery charger says it's green, take it off, right? But charge it up the day before, and then go out for a good ride. You'll have 20 something miles out of it, easy. So, because I know that you don't weigh as much as I do. All right, so anyways, that's my advice to those guys. And same thing for you guys too. You know, you should always know how far you can go with your batteries, and you know, based on how much battery power you have left. Now this one's already down to 47%. I'm not going to go down past where we usually go. I think I'm going to end up turning back around here. Let's see. We'll go forward, then we'll turn out of there. Yeah, we never go through here. What's over here? This is a park. We've never gone through here. So anyway, yeah, you know, have 100% power, 100% battery power, and then get a feel for how far your bike can really go with 100% charge. Yeah, some of you guys who have two batteries, right? You can carry that second battery with you. That helps you too. But you got to know what each battery can do. So just because one battery can do, let's say, 25 miles, doesn't mean the other battery can. Or maybe that second battery actually goes even further. Who knows? You got to know what your batteries do. That's the key. All right, so yeah, as usual, I'm just throttling right now. I'm not really pedaling. I don't usually pedal when I'm on camera. I mentioned that before. You don't want to hear me huffing and puffing. All right, so the two of us are here. There's a car to my left, and I think he's letting me go, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, so when I'm done with this this ride, I'll charge up my battery to about 70%. Now, some of you guys have mentioned too that some of the companies have suggested that you keep them fully charged. Somebody mentioned to me that the electric bike company recommends full charge. maybe they say that because they know that their bike kind of discharges a little, because that's one of the bikes too that I noticed that the bike will discharge over time by itself. Maybe that's why. I mean, that's the one bike that I left it at 100% for the thing, and then I'll keep my eye on it over the winter. Charge it up a little bit every now and then, right? It doesn't have to be fully charged, in my opinion, but that's one that maybe it would be a good idea to do that. And he says that that's what's recommended for electric bike company. Now, let me also say this too, because I noticed somebody said, "Oh, did you recommend this electric bike seat?" No, not electric with the L. Electric Bike Company. That's a different company than electric. Okay. I mean, the name sounds so familiar when you're talking about it, but electric, Lectric, is different than Electric Bike Company. That's two different companies. All right. People have been asking me about saddles lately. All right, some of you guys call it seats. Okay, whatever you want to call it, but in bike terms, they typically call them saddles. And you guys have asked me, which bike saddle do I recommend? Because we're talking about some things that you might want to get for Christmas gifts or for yourself. Yeah, I think the Electric Bike Company saddle is actually pretty good. Now, they have two of them, and the one that they have on sale is the one that's slightly narrower. It's still kind of wide. But then the one that's really good is the extra wide. That's like $89, not on sale. The extra wide is better. All right. I think that's the one I have on my bike. But it's just a little bit more width. It's not on sale, so it'll cost a lot more. The other one is not as wide, but I think the materials are made the same way. So if you want a cushy saddle, that's a pretty good one. And then I've mentioned to others that the Giddy Up saddle, the extra large Giddy Up, is also one that I like, but it's polarizing. Not everybody likes it because it feels kind of funny. It's got those large wings. I call them wings. They kind of cradle your butt. They're not really supported. They're just kind of out there. So as you lean left and right, it kind of feels like you're not supported, but you feel real good when you're on it. Not everyone likes the looks of it either, because it really accentuates that it's a large saddle for a large butt, like me. So, but I like it. It feels good. In fact, it's sitting on my Magicycle Cruiser, along with the suspension seat post from Sun's Tour, the NCX. That was given to me by Magicycle. I still have that bike. I had it available for sale. I took it off when all the Thanksgiving sales were going on. It made no sense to leave it up there. So I may sell it again, but if it does, it may be in the spring or something like that. I modified that bike, as you know. I put hydraulic brakes on it, and I also have a second battery. It comes with a 15 amp hour battery. I put a 20 amp hour battery as well for that one for sale. So if anyone wants the Cruiser from me, you would get a second battery plus hydraulic brakes on the standard Cruiser. Okay, so I don't know what I had that for, $1,100 I believe, something like that, including all that extra stuff with it. Saddle will be brought back to its standard Magicycle saddle, of course, and you don't get the suspension seat posts and all of that stuff. You don't get the baskets or anything like that. I usually bring everything back to where it was when they sell it, so it's the same type of bike. The only difference on that one is it does have the better brakes, and it'll come with that second battery, because I have two batteries, right? The original one plus the one they gave me as an extra. All right, we're down to 40% at this point. Yeah, I'm sniffling. I always sniffle as I ride during the winter months. I'm glad I had a chance to go back out one more time. If this is the last time out, then so be it. But at least I can say I rode at least once in December. I missed all of November. It's so sad. Yeah. You know, that the whole thing with being on a bike, you have that sense of freedom. Of just, I mean, I just like looking around as I'm riding. And you can't do that as well in a car. You know, those who ride motorcycles know too. This is why the guys like riding motorcycles. They got the power. They got the freedom, looking around. They're not encaged or encaged. They're not caged in a car. You know, they have the open air, the wind blowing through their hair. Yeah, that's why guys ride motorcycles. I was never a motorcycle rider, but I'm glad to at least be able to ride my bike. Now, you know too that I'm not one that really likes to go extremely fast, but I do like my speed. I was averaging, what was I averaging here? 22, 24 miles an hour, something like that. Many of you have said, you know, Russ, you need to get that faster bike. You know, there's several faster bikes out there now. No, I don't think so. I mean, if they give me one, that's fine. I'll do it. I'd be happy to get it. But I'm perfectly fine with a bike that can do 28 miles an hour. I'm okay with that. The faster you go, if you hit it, you know, and you buy it. What they say, you buy it when you fall. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard fall. 35, 40 miles an hour falling, that's gonna be bad. So, no, I'm okay. I'm okay with if my throttle can do 28 miles an hour, I'm really happy with that. That's all I really need and want. To give me more speed, I'll go faster, and then I'll be more risky about it. That's the only bad part. I think my Engway X24, what did that do? 30 miles an hour? That's only 2 miles an hour more. No real big deal, but I still have that bike too, by the way. You know, people have been asking me, what bikes do you still have? I've got about 13 of them now. I mean, I've had, what was it, 28 bikes, something like that. And then for a long time, I had 18 to 20 bikes in the house. Well, we've whittled that down to at least 13. So what do we still have for this year? All right, I'm gonna go. I still have 3 of the Magicycle Jaguar Rundies, 2 of the 52 volts and 1 of the 48 volts. I have the Magicycle Deer 20. I have the Magicycle Deer 26 inch. I have the Hemiway Zebra. I have the Hemiway Rambler. I have the Pedigo Avenue. I'm just thinking on the top of my head here if I missed something. I have the Electric Bike Company Model S, customized one for me. I have, what else do we have? Trying to think here. Engway X24, the Engway E26, the Velotric T1. That'll never be sold, by the way. Yeah. That's a long story in that one. Nobody will want that one, quite frankly. Doesn't seem to pair up anymore to my phone. I gotta try it again. I got a different phone, I need to try it again, but it wasn't pairing up with the old phone anymore. And that's one that also self-discharges too, so I think the battery's totally down since I can't pair it up to charge it. I mean, you can charge it, but you can't do anything with it. So that bike is still there, but yeah, I won't sell that unless, I mean, I would feel funny selling that bike off to somebody and it doesn't work. So yeah, I think that's the one bike that I'm a little bit disappointed with. It worked fine for the review and everything, but it hasn't worked since. It's all because of the app. I think the more I think about it, you know, bikes that have all this stuff that connect up with like Bluetooth, not so good, because if that connection doesn't work, you can't ride your bike anymore. Yeah, you can't do it, nobody can do it. So the more I thought about it, I said, yeah, I think all the technology sometimes not so good. Not so good for you. So we'll turn around here. What am I doing? I'm at 35 miles, 35%. So what else do I have? Thinking off the top of my head, what else is there? I don't know. All I know is there's like 13 bikes left. 13 bikes left in the house. That's plenty. That's plenty. As you know, I rotate bikes as I go. I've hung on to the ones that I like the best. Oh, I have the Magicycle Cruiser still. Yeah. Some of the others I'm trying to still sell. You know, so if you're interested, go and check out the russiswright.blogspot.com site. You know, you could always get to that. You just go to russiswright.com. All right, there's a redirect you can click on. russiswright.com. Yeah, I do have that space. If you ever check it, it just says, yeah, go check out russiswright.blogspot.com. That's all it basically tells you to do. So you can see whatever is being sold is on there. The only thing that's not on there right now is the Cruiser. I didn't put it back on there yet. Maybe I'll need to do that. But the Rambler's up on there, and so is the Jaguar Rundy. Again, you got to be local, pick it up and everything. Can't ship them. It's an unfortunate part about it. So, has any other bikes been offered recently? Yes, there has been. And no, I didn't take them. Well, I told one of them. I just said, look, it's too cold. It's gonna snow. I can't do it. I told two companies that. I said, if you're still interested in the spring, contact me then. But I can't do it. I can't do a good job now. I don't want to take something and I can't do a good job with it. I want to do a good review. I don't want to waste their money and waste their time, and then freeze myself too while I'm doing it. I don't want to do that. And again, on Mondays we do the other reviews. I'm hoping to finish a review this Monday of another product that came in. If it doesn't happen, it's because I still want to test it a little bit more. It may be pushed off to the following Monday, just so that you know. Okay, if you don't see it on Monday, then I'll have just a talking video on Monday. I may do that. I may actually wait an extra week. I told you guys it'll be out this Monday, but I may wait an extra week. I told the company too it will be out this Monday, but I think they'll be okay if I told them I'll wait one more week. I want to test it a little bit longer, give you some long-term feel of it. I mean, I only received it mid this week, so it would only be several days of using it, and I don't think that's enough. So yeah, let's push that review off 1 week. I'll tell the company too I'm going to wait 1 week. I want to do a good review. I don't want to waste your time or waste, you know, their money sending me something and then I don't give a good review. So yeah, this Monday we'll have a standard talking video. I've been debating what I should talk about too. Some people have asked some different things to talk about. I remember before somebody said, why don't you talk a little bit more about some of your forensic work, past forensic work. Yeah, maybe I'll do one of those. I have several. If you look at the playlist, I think there's a playlist that says forensics. Maybe I'll elaborate on one of the forensic ones. I don't know. I talked about some of the more interesting ones on those videos I did before in the past. So you could always find them. Just go to YouTube, and then in the search function, just search the Russ's Right channel. And then when you get to the main channel, just look at playlists. You'll see a whole bunch of different things. You can hear my music. You can hear. You can watch some of the other videos. There's cooking videos. There's a whole bunch of knee videos. I need to do a knee video too. Maybe I'll do a knee video. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. One of my nieces asked me. She says, "Hey, Uncle Russell, can you do a follow-up on your knee?" Because a friend of hers had been watching all of the Russell's Right knee videos because she's a physical therapist. So she found it interesting to hear what I had to say about my knee. She goes, "Well, how's he doing?" She goes, "Well, he hasn't done a video on the knee in a long time." And maybe I'll do a knee video one of these days too. Give you a follow-up how I'm doing with my knee. Most of you guys know I'm doing pretty good because I'm riding a bike, right? Yeah, let's pedal a little bit. I'm riding a bike. Oh, I'm down to 27%. I probably need to start heading back. So I need to do one of those too. Yeah, it's probably about time to do a knee update videos. I have noticed that some of the people who have knee problems still find my videos because I get comments on the older videos still. So maybe I'll do a knee video one day too. You guys can look at my knee. I mean, you can see it if you go to any of the other videos on my channel that are knee related videos. You'll find it there. Alright, let's take the path on the way back. So I'm going to let this guy come through and see if he goes through. And then I'll take this one here. We haven't been on the path, so let's do it. Yeah, see, they've marked the path off. They do this every year. You'll see there's an orange pole here on the right and then a green one on the left. See? And what this does is when they plow it, because I think they plow it during the winter months, because people walk this path, the snow plows will know where to go. Otherwise, it's just a blanket of snow. They won't know where the road is, right? So they outline it with these poles every year, so they have an idea where to plow. People have asked me too if I'm going to ride in the winter. No. Russ does not ride in the winter months, as you know. I just do the green screen videos, talk about different topics. Oh, thank you too for watching the latest video. We were talking about safety and riding on the streets. People seem to like that video because some of you guys are riding on the streets or thinking about it. You know, I think the only thing I really broke on my own suggestions is the safety vest, but I just can't get it over the top of two sweatshirts. It won't close up. So luckily the bike is yellow, so that kind of helps a little bit. But yeah, I do have at least the front light on, and I do have the back light on. You need to have everything ready before you go out. You know, like I said, this was a kind of an impromptu thing. These dogs are trying to go after each other. Okay, so anyway, yeah, you need to be prepared as you go out. But again, being impromptu, I knew the batteries were down because they're all set down for the winter. And so I knew that this ride could only go as far as my battery will take me. At 28% right now, so I think I'm gonna head back. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching this video, riding along with me. It was a while. I was getting the itch, but I'm just so glad that the weather was enough so that I could actually go out. I didn't cough yet either. Amazing. Now that I say that, I'll probably jinx myself and start coughing on the way back. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. We'll have a video on Monday, which will probably just be a talking video. We'll do next Monday, the following Monday, we'll do the product review. And of course, we have our standard Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday videos, which will be e-bike videos. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys next time.